and welcome to GUTV's second show of the semester. I'm Lauren Banis.
And I'm Taylor Horney. Tonight's show is called New Zags on the Block, and it's all about the freshman class.
The class of 2019 is the largest incoming class in Gonzaga's history. 1,345 new students have already begun to make their own marks on our campus, and they each have an interesting story to tell. We'll hear some of them later.
But freshmen aren't the only new additions around here. With the opening of the Hemmingson Center, many campus offices and departments have moved or changed. Our campus health center and counseling services have merged, allowing students an easier and more private option for any health issue that they might have. The building is located at the corner of Sharp and Dakota. You can call to make an appointment by calling 509-313-4052. But walk-ins are also accepted. There's also the Center for Cura Personalis, dedicated to the Jesuit tradition of care for the whole person. CCC is a safe place for students to seek answers to questions that they might have. If you are struggling with a physical, mental, or emotional health issue, the staff at CCP can help you point you in the right direction.
This time of year can be hectic. The excitement and stress can be mentally overwhelming and physically exhausting. Be sure to take advantage of the health center when you need it. These are great resources to have on campus.
Also, did you know you can get a flu shot at the health center? It'll keep you from getting sick and ease a little bit of your parents' worry.
As a senior, I find I often stress less about what college has taught me than I do about what it hasn't. How do I budget effectively? What looks good on a resume? What doesn't? Even after 3 years of college, class registration still stresses me out. But no worries. The First Year Experience program will be hosting a new workshop called How to Zag. It'll cover job preparation, budgeting, stress management, and time management. These workshops are awesome opportunities to get ahead of the game and make the best of your time here at GU, because believe me, it really does fly by.
There's also a new campaign in action on campus. The phrase, "I will," has been painted on several of our sidewalks, piquing the curiosity of returning students and faculty. The "I will" idea has been explained to our new Zags during orientation. GUTV's Claudia Marmolejo found out it's just more than sidewalk chalk.
We're almost a month into the new school year, and the freshmen of Gonzaga already feel like they belong because of one important thing that makes GU stand out.
The biggest thing I like the most is the sense of community I feel here.
Great sense of community. Everyone is super welcoming, especially the first weekend where we had orientation.
I feel very welcome here. It feels kind of like a giant family.
I get to know a lot of people, get to meet a lot of people, build a lot of communities, get involved in a lot of things.
I really like how everyone's really connected with each other, and it's just a really strong community.
I like how you can just walk around campus and say hi to everyone that you know, and everyone's super friendly and they'll just stop and chat.
I love the community feel about Gonzaga. Everyone's so nice and friendly here. I can go anywhere and not know anyone, and everyone I know will be nice to me.
Something new this year is the I Will campaign that encourages Gonzaga students to share their story of what they will do because someone believed in them.
Because of Gonzaga, I will get my degree in psychology.
Because of Gonzaga, I will succeed.
Because of GU, I will be an athletic trainer.
Because of management, I will save DeSmet.
At Gonzaga, I will try to attend as many basketball games as possible.
Because of Trevor, I will finally see all of the classic movies I've missed out on.
Claudia Marmolejo, GUTV.
We like the I Will campaign so much that we want to give our GUTV alums and viewers the chance to take part. Let's check in with social media correspondent Yalda Raffi in the Tweet Suite. Yalda?
Thanks, Lauren. We asked some of our freshman viewers to finish this sentence. Because of blank, I will blank. Let's take a look at some of our responses. Our first tweet is from Erica Brown, who said, "Because of my interest in culture and urge to explore, I will study abroad." Erica, I love it. Studying abroad was one of my favorite experiences here so far. I highly encourage you to do that. Our next tweet comes from Mitch Gomes, who said, "Because of Gonzaga's vast array of leadership building clubs and organizations, I will contribute more to bettering campus life." That's awesome. I love hearing you take advantage of that. We have so many leadership opportunities here on campus. Way to go. And our third and final tweet comes from Bianca Martinez, who says, "Because of my grandparents and parents' sacrifices, I will be a first-generation college graduate." That's so inspiring. I love that. Really, really great choice on choosing GU. Thanks so much. Thanks to all those who tweeted into us here. I really appreciate it. Here at GUTV, participation is key. We love to get our viewers involved because you are the reason we do what we do. So we thought we'd give our newest Zags a chance to try being a broadcasting major for a day.
Hold on, what do I say hi?
It's not a hard line.
Yeah.
Does this actually work? So I should speak.
Yeah. Oh wait, can we redo that?
Tell me when.
Hi, I'm Ethan.
Hi, I'm Scott.
My name's Lauren.
I'm James.
I'm Amanda.
I'm a freshman.
I'm a freshman.
I'm a freshman.
And I'm a freshman.
I'm a freshman.
Watching new Zags on the block on GUTV.
GUTV.
This is GUTV.
GUTV.
GUTV. What's up? And you're watching New Zags on the Block on GUTV.
I'm Kellen Kennedy, Vice President of the Kappa Sigma Colony of Spokane, and we're asking you to help us with our National Day of Service, which takes place April 4th through 6th. Our colony of service is going to be a Logan neighborhood cleanup, so we're asking you, all the students of Gonzaga, to help us improve the community. We'd like everyone to help Kappa Sigma Colony of Spokane in this great cause in improving our community.
Dude, I thought
Good morning, beautiful.
Hey, I like your smile. Great job. Keep up the good work.
Hey, your shirt looks really good on you.
And this here is the kindest girl on Gonzaga's campus.
You're the best. I love GU.
Hi, how are you? Good. How are you? Good. How are you? Good.
Hi.
Good. Hi.
How are you? Good.
Hi.
How are you? Good.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Good.
Yeah. Yeah. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
No, really. How are you?
Well, I'm studying for 2 tests I have tomorrow, which is kind of unfortunate, but I'm looking forward to the weekend. I'm going on a mountaineering trip, and that's going to be so much fun. We have to leave at
We cut the legs off of our pants, threw our shoes into the ocean, laid back and waved through the daylight.
Welcome back to New Zags on the Block. I'm Taylor Horney. One of the coolest things about Zags is how active we are. In everything we do, Gonzaga students are known for giving their all. That means when we're studying, when we're hanging out with friends, and definitely when we're playing inter-tube basketball. Gonzaga Intramurals is one of the most popular events on campus, with over 2,750 students participating each year. That's about 60% of the student population, which is why we rank second nationally for intramural participation. The freshman games are underway and fall sports season is right around the corner. Whatever your athletic preference may be, chances are there's an intramural sport for you. From classics like soccer, volleyball, and flag football, to the less traditional dodgeball, racquetball, or even swimming relays, every student has the opportunity to get involved. Students also have the opportunity to work as an intramural referee. Visit the Intramurals website for more information. One intramural that we don't have yet is rock climbing, and that's probably for the best because I would not want to compete against these two ladies. I got the incredible opportunity to take a lesson from climbing professionals who also happen to be freshmen. For many students at Gonzaga, rock climbing is just a hobby, but for Sarah Griffith and Hannah Tolson, it's a way of life.
Straight up, it looks like there's a
Tolson is the 3rd best climber in the country, scoring a spot on the national team 5 times, and she's barely even settled into her dorm room yet.
I can't get up.
Griffith is a multiple-time youth world champion and currently top 5 in her discipline, bouldering. You might think Tolson and Griffith would be fierce competitors, but there's no bad blood yet. Not only did the two pros choose the same college, they're sleeping in the same room.
We met at competitions.
She's from Arizona and I'm from California, so we would see each other at like divisionals and nationals, and we were always like, oh man, that girl's really strong, like, man, gotta watch out for her. And then we both found out we were going to Gonzaga, and we were like, oh, let's room together and train together, and it's been really nice. We really push each other to like get stronger.
It's just motivation that you wouldn't really have if you weren't living with someone who you know, see as a really talented climber and a really great competitor.
Griffith is studying human physiology, and Tolson is an honors student hoping to go to medical school. And studying is just what they do in their free time. Tolson and Griffith train 5 days a week at the local climbing gym to keep a foothold on their elite climbing status. Someday, they hope to combine their passion with a career. Thanks so much, guys, for letting me tag along with you. Just so you all know, these girls warmed up on routes I wouldn't even begin to try to climb. No matter what sport, Gonzaga sure knows how to bring in the athletes. For many recruits, it's our school's athletic history and community tradition that seal the deal. For this freshman athlete, Gonzaga basketball is a family affair. The name Stockton has a lot of weight at Gonzaga, but Laura isn't too worried about living up to it. Her family has had a major influence on her basketball career. Laura is excited to make a positive contribution to the Zags this year.
I don't really feel pressure just because I'm a different person. So whatever I'm doing, it's for me and not really anybody else.
So Chelsea Waters, another member of the women's basketball team, says that Laura has great charisma, energy, and is already showing great leadership skills as a freshman. That's it for sports. Back to you, Lauren.
When we come back, we'll get a sneak peek into the admissions process. And then we'll get to meet with a set of twins with a very unique story. They're from Liberia, so they might be a little different than the average Gonzaga student. Stay tuned. You're watching GUTV.
Ah! So straight! Have you seen Ben's tiny car? Totally straight.
Oh, this is so straight.
Can you believe Professor Stevens today? He was being so straight.
Oh, this class is so straight.
Man, you don't want to go see that. That movie's super straight.
What does that even mean?
Do you even know what you're saying when you say that's so gay? Think before you speak.
Go Zags!
Go Zags! Go Zags! Go Zags!
Go Zags!
Go Zags!
Go Zags!
Go Zags! Until next time, I'm Greg Talbot. Go Zags!
Go Zags!
Go Zags!
Men stay for the test.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth.
Oh, shoot, I forgot. Yeah, I'm gonna start studying right now. Thanks for reminding me.
Producer Andrew Opila here with my professor Dan Garrity, and we are so stoked to show you this next episode of the show.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
It's a fantastic place. It's an inspirational place. From Christian spirituality to Islamic spirituality, this is Turkey.
Welcome back to GUTV. I'm Lauren Banis. All Zags are different, but we all went through the same application process to get here. Though they review so many applications each year, our admissions staff somehow manages to give each one the individual attention it deserves. GUTV's Aaron Robinson met with members of the admissions team and found out that the connection between students and staff begins long before our freshmen arrive on campus.
The admissions team at Gonzaga spends the entire year traveling across the country, visiting high schools, reading through thousands of applications, and ultimately deciding who will become new Zags.
They're just a phenomenal class, and they're really spirited and kind and excited, and we're just thrilled that they've joined the community.
Erin Hayes is the Director of Undergraduate Admission. She is tasked with deciding which applicants have what it takes to be a Zag.
Academics are first and foremost in the admission process. Curriculum, what classes has a student been taking in high school? And then we also really want students who are engaged in life outside of school and not just going home and playing video games all afternoon, but really are involved in something that interests them and involved in their larger community.
To help find applicants who possess these desired qualities, Erin works with a team of admissions counselors. Together, the admissions staff spends their year getting to know the applicants on a personal and individual level.
From the first day of school at the high schools, we're calling to try to coordinate to go visit high schools in our geographic region and do presentations. And so over the past couple weeks, we've all been doing a lot of phone calls and emails to set up our calendars and schedules. And actually next week I head out to start my travel season. I love Gonzaga students for the same reason that I did when I was a prospective student and a current student, is that they care about more than just numbers. They care about more than just grades, but they really care about the university and they care about each other. They really have bought into that Jesuit mission of wanting to develop the whole person and really caring for the other.
The admissions team is a foundational part of Gonzaga. It's all thanks to them that this campus, and especially this freshman class, are made up of such motivated and unique individuals. Aaron Robinson, GUTV.
I was there when GUTV met with admissions, and Erin Hayes, Director of Undergraduate Admissions, knew where I went to high school and my name 4 years after I applied, so they really mean it when they say they pay attention to their applicants. In the planning stages for this show, the GUTV crew met with Dean of Admissions, Dr. Julie McCullough, to get a glimpse at the members of the class of 2019. She shared a few special stories, but one in particular really caught our attention.
Whether by luck or by destiny, one might say that freshman twins Simon and Simeon Minzo have the lottery to thank for where they are today. Though their cash out wasn't millions or even thousands of dollars, one might argue it was just as significant. Their story started 18 years ago in Liberia.
We were going through a civil war, which meant that there was a lot of violence, there's a lot of people dying, and so my parents really wanted me and my siblings to be in an environment where we could thrive through education and also just make a good living for ourselves.
My mom won the DV, which is like a lottery to come to America, and my parents came ahead of us 3 years to settle into America and build a foundation for us. And after those 3 years expired, they filed in for us and we came to America.
Simon and Simeon were 6 years old when they moved from Liberia to Denver, Colorado. They chose to go to Gonzaga because of the academic rigor as well as the opportunity to get involved in the community both on and off campus. Simon wants to go to law school and Simeon wants to go to medical school following their undergraduate studies. They intend to return to Africa to help large masses of people using the skills they learned there.
We want to go back, build a non-for-profit organization, and kind of help build hospitals in Liberia, and also help change laws and regulations so that everyone in Liberia can have adequate health care, while also knowing that their government has their back.
My dream is to ultimately go back to Liberia in whatever profession I am called for. That's up to God, but I know that whatever He chooses for me, that's what I'm gonna take back to not only Liberia, but the whole continent of Africa.
So it's a big dream, it's a big goal, but me and Simeon, all of our lives we've been faced with adversity, and we feel like we can get to that point if we just keep working hard and if we just keep believing in ourselves.
Sila Del Rosario, GUTV.
Well, Simon and Simeon, we are so happy to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us on GUTV. You guys are officially a few weeks into your freshman year. How's it going?
It's been a little rough with all classes and homework, but I really love the GU community and we've made a lot of friends.
Yeah, it's been better than I expected. I really love every 1 year and just the community that we've built.
Well, it's good that you guys are off to a good start. You mentioned that you are looking to go to law school and med school. Those can't be easy classes. Are classes going okay?
Yeah, they're going okay. I mean, we've had a few exams and I didn't do so hot, but I'm eager to learn my mistakes and improve.
Yeah, I think it'll be rough at first, but our dad always tells us to hang in there, and obstacles are what make you better, so we'll hang in there.
So what's your favorite class been so far?
I would probably have to say our gym class. We have a gym class together. It's soccer and basketball, and it's really cool because we get to exercise and at the same time we get to kind of take some stress away from our other classes.
I would say my Jewish Bible class. My professor's a rabbi, so it's a cool perspective to hear what she has to say about the Bible.
Oh, that has to be interesting.
Yeah.
So you mentioned in the video that we just saw that you guys both play soccer, and I know you're both big sports fans. How long have you guys played sports? Do you have favorite teams?
Yeah, we've played sports like all of our lives. Even in Liberia, we play a lot of soccer, and my favorite team in football is the Broncos, and I'm a Liverpool fan for soccer as well.
Yeah, I think sports is a big part of our lives. It's one of our passions that drives us. I'm not a Broncos fan, even though I live in Denver. I'm a Steelers fan. So that's kind of a conflict in our house, but yeah, it's still a good time.
Are you both going to be Zag fans?
Oh, of course.
Of course, of course. Good to know. Okay, well, I know that the president of Liberia is coming to Gonzaga in just a few weeks. That must be incredible. How does that feel to have the president of your home country coming to your school?
It's absolutely crazy. When my parents found out about it, they were all like, you guys have to get tickets, you guys have to meet her, and we're just so excited, and it's just a dream come true, honestly.
Yeah, she's been a really huge role model for us, and just where she came from and her humble beginnings, and it's gonna be crazy to actually like see her in person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You already have your tickets?
Yeah.
I bet you were some of the first ones who got the tickets.
Yeah.
If you could meet with her, what would something that you'd want to say be?
I would probably share my dream for Liberia, and probably just share my story so that she can just remember me and just remember like what I want to do for Liberia.
And what is your dream for Liberia?
To improve the healthcare system and to make sure everyone has adequate healthcare.
Yeah, I would probably just tell her thank you for giving us the opportunity to leave Liberia and come here to get a great education, and just share our hopes and dreams with her like Simon mentioned.
Tell me a little bit more about the nonprofit that you'd want to start.
So we've been talking about it a lot since last year, and we just want to start a non-for-profit that incorporates Simeon's medical perspective with my law perspective, and we just want to, I guess, like I said before, go into Liberia and just build a lot of hospitals in remote villages, because those people don't have really access to many hospitals, and we just want to do that so people know that their government is protecting them and has their back as well.
Yeah, I think it's been one of our goals to build a non-for-profit, and definitely the healthcare system is overlooked in the whole continent of Africa, especially in Liberia, and I think if we bring a spotlight to that, it'll help a lot of people.
Very cool. How do you think that your education that you're going to get from Gonzaga is going to help you guys achieve that dream? And do you see the Jesuit mission that Gonzaga is all about working into that?
Yes, I think for sure the Jesuit mission for Gonzaga really incorporates service while also incorporating the academic aspect of it. And as Gonzaga is really one of the rare schools who offers human physiology, which I really love because I can use that to go into more areas which will translate into me going to the place I want to go.
Yeah, I think that's a great aspect of it too, and also just the leadership that Gonzaga helps you with, build leadership and volunteering with different organizations. I know we're both doing Castle, and we're both excited for that, just to have the opportunity to help people here and then take that back to Liberia.
Very interesting. Well, you've both mentioned the sports aspect, and you said you're involved in Castle. Are you looking to join intramural sports or club sports while you're here?
Yeah, we're currently on 3 intramural teams, 1 flag football and 2 soccer. And so, yeah, we're pretty excited for that.
How are your teams doing?
We haven't started it. We start Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, but our freshman games team won flag football, and that was pretty exciting.
Very nice. Congratulations.
Shout out.
Congratulations, you guys. You've mentioned a lot of things that you've already gotten out of the Gonzaga community, so I hope that's been a really good start to your year. Why did you guys decide to come to Gonzaga? You applied to a ton of schools. Why did you pick Gonzaga?
We just thought Gonzaga was the perfect fit. I mean, we really wanted to go to a school where it wasn't too big and we had a sense of community and also just to build our leadership skills, and we felt like Gonzaga was just a perfect fit. And when we visited in March with my dad, he absolutely loved it. He got to meet Julie McCullough, and she just I guess she kind of persuaded him because he's a big Gonzaga fan now, and he tells everyone that his boys are at Gonzaga, so it's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool how our dream is to go back and help our community, and that's what the Jesuit tradition is all about, just helping your community and going back and helping others. So it's definitely a great fit.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. I know you guys are the babies of the family. How are your parents doing now that all the kids are off at school?
It's been kind of rough. My mom calls us almost every day, and but they're kind of getting used to it, and it's gonna take some time, but they're excited for us.
Yeah, and I'm the mama's boy, so I'm always the one calling her back. But I think that they love that we ventured out and just found something that we really love, and I think that when we go back home, they'll be happy to see us.
Are your parents going to come visit?
Maybe. They're thinking about it. We'll see.
Yeah. It's a long trip from Colorado, so I understand. Well, hopefully they'll make it up here at some point during the year. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for joining us. This was so great. We love talking to you guys. Simon and Simeon, we could not be prouder to have you as a part of our Gonzaga family. And speaking of family, join us on October 10th for our Fall Family Weekend special. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Lauren Banis. On behalf of all of us here at GUTV, good night.
Well, holy, real life. You're the apple of my eye. Girl, I never loved one like you. Man, oh man, you're my best friend. I scream it too. There's nothing there. There ain't nothing that I need. Well, hot and heavy pumpkin pie. Chocolate candy, Jesus Christ. Ain't nothing please me more than you. Oh, let me go home. Home is wherever I'm with you. Oh, let me go home. Home is wherever I'm with you.
Dude, where it says twins here, we have to walk there because one of the reporters is gonna come.
Do we have to like shake their hand?
No, I don't think so.
Just walk there.
Dude, keep your eyes open.
I got it.
It's not. It's on.